to introduce a great gentleman, a father, a grandfather. He's a member of the Mohican Nation from the Stockbridge-Muncie Reservation in Wisconsin. He currently lives in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Is that true? Okay. This may be old information. He is the founder and president of White Bison Incorporated, an American Indian nonprofit corporation that has the following vision: 100 Native American communities in healing by the year 2010. That is a new powerful. Founded in 1988, is dedicated to developing culturally relevant treatment, prevention, and recovery materials to support the Well Variety movement. And some of the hallmarks of the Well Variety movement include the Sacred Hope Journeys, 1999, 2000, 2002, and 2003. I think there's been many more since then. Over 600 fire starters have been trained by White Bison. I believe fire starters are people motivated, trained, able, equipped to go into their own communities. Do we have any fire starters here? Please stand up at this time. Okay. Sacred fire starters. And these people are endowed with the training necessary to go into their communities and understand the difficulties and help our people become well. It's not saying that we weren't well before, but we're encouraging more growth and wellness in our communities. In 2002, White Bison Inc. published The Red Road to Well Variety in the Native American Way. This traditionally based and spiritually oriented resource was distributed to 5,000 Native Americans in the recovered community. And I think there's many more. Also, in 2002, both the Well Variety movement for prisons and the Well Variety movement for youth were initiated. All of the programs, trainings, and resources developed by White Bison are based upon principles, values, and laws found in the teachings of the Native American elders, and the principles and values and laws found in the teachings of the 12-step program. And I'd like to share a little bit about my story. I'm writing currently a book on my life. These broken wings will fly. I was born on the Fort Peck Indian Reservation 58 summers ago. At the age of 4, I was adopted by a white family. My mother, I think, to the goodness of her heart, discovered that basically in 1950, it was very difficult on the reservations to live, to survive, to be a part of this balance. She met and worked for this white family, and she believed that one way for one of her offspring, her youngest born, would be given an opportunity that she didn't have when she was little. She spoke about that this family provided some hope in her life that she knew she couldn't provide for her own child. She gave me a From that early beginning, I discovered that I was no longer Native. They did everything they could to discourage Native ways of being. I lived in that family for 14 years. I was raised in a religion. Many people know this religion is called Church of Latter-day Saints. And I have no personal grievance against the church, but this church, for some reason, in their doctrine, they believe that one way to cure the Native American is to teach them and turn them into this religion. I followed this religion for many years of my younger life, and I learned about the Bible. I learned about this person they call Jesus Christ. So it was through the teachings of the LDS religion I learned that there were other religions out there, and they indoctrinated me into that religion. And one day I went to church, and the bishop got up in front of the young priests. I was ordained a priest in the Mormon religion. I gave sacrament, I baptized people, and he said, I want to ask each one of these young men to stand up in front of you, and when they have received the Holy Spirit, provide an answer, give you their rendition of what they believe in. So I did that. And at the end of my little speech, I said, well, this is what I believe in, this is what I've been told to do. And I sat down. And it was shortly thereafter I discovered that this religion was not going to set me free. So, 2 years later, tender age of 17, I said, I'm leaving. I didn't turn back. I lived in Reno, Nevada. I remember the day very clearly. It was sunny, probably about 80 degrees out. I got my little backpack on, my sleeping bag, and I left. And I didn't go back. So at the tender age of 17, I hitchhiked all over the United States. Not with anybody else, just me. Some say this is where you become a man. This is where you become enlightened. This is where you become personalized. This is where you become the person you really are. And I did that. Nobody said, go to bed. This is the time to go to bed. This is the time to get up. I did that on my own. At the age of 21, I went to the Portland airport, made enough money, and I flew to Hawaii on my own, and I lived over there for 2 years. On my own, did everything. So you ask me, how did I get these skills to do that? The Great Spirit. So, that is my personal journey, and one day I was looking around, discovered that, well, hey, I need to get some education, so I went down to Phoenix, Arizona, worked for Honeywell, got my GED, 20